going to have our students showcase their projects and what they do in All In. And once again, thank you for coming. And once again, it's a very beautiful weekend. And I appreciate you for coming and spend your time watching and supporting your friends or maybe your children or your cousins in the lovely weekends. So I'm going to share my screen first. Yeah, so as we know, today we are very excited to have all of the students in All In to showcase their projects. Their projects are ranging from physical products or website or maybe like a campaign and stuff like that. So we are going to see each of them presenting their what they're doing, and also some of them will recruit new members. So if you are interested to joining in, and if you want to see what they are doing and what they come up with and the process of doing the process of making the projects, let's stay tuned. Basically, I will share a bit about the student clubs. So it's as we can see in the screen, there are several clubs here in All In. So we match the students based on their interests, and some of it interested in business, some of it interested in computer science, or maybe environment or mental health. So a lot of students here in All In have variety of interest, and we would like to provide them with a room to collaborate with their fellow so they can come up with something. Okay, so yeah, before we go to the each groups, I'm going to just give you a bit about the rundown. So we are going to have this presentation until 1:30, and then after that you can go to their virtual booth in Discord. So we provide a virtual booth for them, and if you are interested more maybe in life science or certain clubs, or you want to ask the members about what they do in student clubs, you can go to the Discord, and we will share you the link, and you can go around or move to one or another virtual booth, right? And then at the same time, we also will have the webinar by Live Online. So if you want to know about life science and subjects of life science overall, stick around in this Zoom link, because we are going to continue with the webinar, and at the same time the student clubs in Discord. So we will share a link on the Discord, and stick around. Okay, so this is the presentation order. So we are going to start with Hilltech Welfare, and then after that is Live Online. PS Square is coming up next, Ruang Trillionaire, Somnolence, and the last one will be Uvinci. So I believe one of you have heard the clubs that listed here. So I'm very excited to welcome the student club members and also the guests in here. So yeah, let's just jump right into the Hilltech Welfare. So I'm going to stop share, and mic is yours from Hilltech Welfare.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Do you find yourself in a contradicting situation like you're diabetic, but you're also underweight? Or maybe you have other health concerns but don't know the type of food to consume? Or maybe you want to lose weight. This is why my team and I made Heal Tech Welfare. Heal Tech Welfare consists of 4 members: me, Rebecca, Jove, Michael, and Gio. Our vision is to raise awareness about malnutrition and obesity to the people that are not aware of what they're consuming and to those who doesn't have the knowledge on how to eat healthy. And our mission is to create an easily accessible and user-friendly website that imparts information about eating healthy.
So why are we doing this? According to UNICEF, or the United Nations International Children's Emergency Funds, they say that one of the main reasons of child malnutrition is the cause of low maternal education. Then next, especially at where we live in Indonesia, we have the fifth biggest rate of stunted children, with a rate of 30% of children under 5 affected with stunted growth in Indonesia. The National Center of Biotechnology Information says that poverty, food security, and illiteracy are the 3 main causes of malnutrition. And many people do not realize how unhealthy their eating habits are, and some of them don't know what to eat to maintain a healthy diet.
We will make a website that serves as a source of information about nutrition and malnutrition and obesity. We will also provide we will also be providing diet suggestions based on the user's input.
So here's the content of the website. So first, it's about the info about malnutrition. Our homepage, as any other homepage would have, has a navigation bar, which includes our logo and the title of our pages. And when we click on them, it'll direct us to other pages. Under the navigation bar is the moving slides, where we display images showcasing the vulnerability of the children in Indonesia. Below the slides, there's information about the information and importance of health. This is to basically get the users familiar with our website and for them to get to know what they can extract or benefit from using the website. And below the section, we include the founder section for people to know us better. And at the bottom of the page, you'll see the footer of our website where people can click on the Instagram icon and it'll direct them to our Instagram page. Next is the What Does Your Body Need page. For this page, we include information about what nutrients are needed for specific age groups ranging from baby up until elders. And next is our personalized diet plan page. Okay, so we provide diet plans that suit the client's needs, considering their BMI and health conditions. Lastly, we include an About Us page for people to know more about us. So that's all from us. If you have further questions, go visit our booth, and we are happy to welcome you and answer your questions. Thank you for listening.
Wow, thank you so much, Hiltech Welfare, for presentation. I think it's really fun to see that you are care about the nutrition, especially in Indonesia, as you've mentioned in the background. And some of you maybe have questions. You can just ask away or put in the Zoom chat. And we are going to let the Health Tech Welfare answer. So is there any of you have questions or any comments? I think maybe I would like to ask a bit, yeah. How is the process when you finally come up with the website? I think it's very cool that you also put in category like what you need from a certain age. So would you please share with us how do you come up with the ideas?
So at first we brainstormed like together, and we actually have like several initial ideas, and then we decided that out of all our ideas, this one is the best. So we decided to go for it.
Cool, cool. So may I know what's the other initial ideas?
Actually, we were also planning to do like something similar. We're planning to teach, like we're planning to make a website that teach math, but it's kind of like too, lots of people have been doing it. So we just decided to go for this one since it's COVID also, and it's like important for health.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Becca, for the answer. Yeah. I think especially during COVID, everyone pay attention to their health and also what they eat and their nutrition. So your website is very cool to provide it. So thank you so much, Hill Tech Welfare, for the presentation. After this, we are going to have live online. So for those of you who belong to live online group, could you please open the cam and start sharing your screen, and I will hand over to you.
All right, let me share my screen real quick. All right. Hi, everyone. So we are live online, and our members are Ava, Natasha, and me, Irene. And our mission and vision is to contribute to Indonesia's youth in increasing their interest in the life science industry. And we aim to teach Indonesia's kids about the many sectors and learning topics in the life sciences industry. And we want to do this by presentations and videos, and we want to motivate our audience's interest on this industry as well. So as of right now, we've started an Instagram platform, and we've gained around more than 350 by now. And on this Instagram platform, we make posts with our recruits as well. And it's all like the different topics in the sectors of the life science industry. And the posts are both in English and in Bahasa, and in the middle it features like someone who is important in that topic. Yes, so speaking of recruitments, yes, we do have volunteers working for our organization, and you may be wondering, how does it work? How are we managed to put up the post once every 2 weeks? Well, our method is to pair up these volunteers, people who work, people who sign up in the researching area and people who sign up in the graphic design. So we pair them up and we create these deadlines, as you can see in the slide, as well as a topic that they could write about. Now, could, because again, our organization aims to motivate people to kind of just search and figure out which field in the life sciences do they really like, do they really enjoy. So that's what we want to also practice with our volunteers. So they can write about these topics. However, we continuously remind that, you know, they can choose another topic as long as they come to us prior to writing the script and the PowerPoint itself. That way, we can all learn the wide field of life sciences. I believe this is Eva's part, but I'm back. Actually, I'll just. Am I audible? Yes, you're audible now. Yeah.
Okay, my camera right now. I'm lagging really badly. But as you can tell, we are open for recruitments right now. And why should you join our organization? Well, first off, you can learn a lot about life sciences through your own research. You can gain a lot of insight for many different topics, even topics you've never even heard of. And also, just not to sound cliche or anything, but it really does do a lot for your portfolio or your CV when you get into uni. We also provide a certificate when your job period is done, which is a period of 6 months, by the way. And so we're opening positions for video creators, editors, research writers, graphic designers, as well as social media managers. And all this information can be found in our card in our Instagram bio. So you can see all the job descriptions and requirements there, as well as our application form. And so for today, we've prepared a webinar called the Live Talk. We've had a couple of speakers already who've come to done videos for our organization, and we're doing this so that we can broaden people's minds when it comes to the life science fields, so that they know more from actual professionals in the field.
Yes, so come join us. It's actually right after this at 1:30 again in the same exact Zoom meeting. We have a guest speaker, Samantha, who is currently in Bina Nusantara University with a major in food technology. And basically this webinar just allows high school students or any audience that wants to know the lives of high school students, and then leading up to university, and then working in the various fields of life sciences. Also, if you join this webinar, we will be giving a certificate of participation. And again, add up to your CV, I guess. But I really hope that this webinar, also if you're thinking of applying to our volunteering program, it'll really help you gain more knowledge and interest towards the life science field. So that's it from us, Life Online, and we hope to see you in the webinar later on.
Okay, thank you, Live Online, for your presentation. I think it's very excited what you do in Live Online. And actually, I'm curious about your Instagram account. So can you please drop the link on the Zoom chat?
Yes.
You probably want to follow your Instagram for more information, right?
Yes, that's correct. You can visit our link card for the volunteering program as well, and just learn from it. There are a lot of interesting posts there in our account.
Yeah. Okay, so after this Live Online, we'll also have a webinar, right? And then how do you come up with the idea of making webinar for high school students? Mind to share the stories?
Well, we were, of course, aiming for as much audience as possible. That's always our main goal for an organization. And when you want to increase an audience, sometimes doing it just through one social media platform like Instagram is not enough. We've already also DM other organizations, helping each other's Instagram platforms out. But we still want to especially connect to Indonesian audience. Hence, this webinar will allow us to, interact with people, and not just, just to advertise our account and our platform, no, but so that they can actually learn and be interested in life sciences, which is part of our mission as well.
Another reason why we're doing the webinar is that since the beginning, we've planned to do these video presentations that we're going to upload on YouTube for our for the organization, but we haven't really been able to do a lot of that right now. So we thought, I think it would be a better idea to kickstart that big project up with a webinar, so we can also attract audience and therefore gain followers and audience for our next project.
Cool. So you are aiming for multiple platform in terms of scaling up live online, is it?
Yes, I think, yeah, our biggest aim is definitely more and more audience in the
Yeah,
future.
that's why you are recruiting new members. Yeah. So if you are interested in being video creators, editors, or researcher, graphic designers, and someone in social media, you can also join the live online. Follow their Instagram, and then the link will be on the description, right? Okay. So if you have questions, please feel free to uh, chat in the Zoom link, or yeah, you can ask away in their DMs, right? Okay, so I think we can move on to another groups. Thank you so much, Live Online, once again. Okay, so this group is the form of someone who are interested in engineer, I believe. This one is called PS Square. So for those of you who belongs to the PS Square, you can uh, go and show yourself by opening your cam. And you can also start sharing your screen and doing the presentation. Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon. Solar energy. What is solar energy? Probably the greatest untapped market of renewable energy in Indonesia. But how so? Well, let's show you how we really feel about solar energy in our organization presentation. First, let's meet the team.
Hi, my name is Brandon.
Hi, my name is Darren from grade 12.
Hi, I'm Dylan. I'm supposed to be in charge of the prototyping, and I'm also in grade 12.
And I'm Randra, and I'm in grade 11. This all started when we realized how little solar energy is used in our country. We believe in solar energy's prospects to become beneficial for our daily lives. Since we all shared similar ideas, we've banded together and created portable solar systems and can be simplified to PS squared. Our vision. We saw that energy, especially renewable energy, was still a commodity in our developing nation. On the other hand, Indonesia receives an abundance of sunlight. Because of this, we saw an opportunity to exploit our country's myriad of sunlight by converting it into electricity.
Okay, if sorry for the pause. Apparently, one of our group mates had a blackout, so they're gone now. So I guess I'll just read this part as well. So our mission, ever since we started, it's clear that we want to achieve two things: developing a useful product based on solar energy and spreading awareness on renewable energy. After months of development, we have successfully created our prototype. I have it right here. I think I'll turn off the virtual background later because it blurs it. And we also made Instagram account to spread awareness on renewable energy so that if and hopefully we can when we are able to market this, we will already have an audience rather than starting from scratch. Yeah. Right. I'm going to turn off the virtual background because it's blurring everything. All right. So this is the prototype. Obviously, it's not closed. Like if you close it, then it would be like that. For a size comparison, here's an iPhone 10. It's a bit bigger, like in volume, but it would fit in your pocket. So there are four main components to this prototype, or even the final product will be the same. It'll just be a bit neater. The first one is obviously the batteries. There are four lithium-ion batteries there, each with a capacity of 2200 milliampere hours, and like 2.7 volts. That adds up to four of them to about 120,000 joules. That's about 4 times more than the average iPhone, if it's 100% efficient, but obviously it isn't. Nothing is. This is the over here. This is the power bank module. It acts as a diode, which means it allows current to only flow in one direction, and it also acts as like a buffer, so that the battery here with 2.7 times 4 like volts does not fry your phone. Yeah, so it acts as a diode to allow the current to flow in one direction only, so that either the battery flows to your phone or from like a wall. You can also plug it into like a socket into the battery, right? So nothing gets damaged. Yeah, here's the power button, and this is lights, but unfortunately it can't be seen because the module is too small for this and it doesn't stick out on this end. So the other part is this. This is a, if you can see it properly, this is a the module that also helps charge the batteries from our solar panel. This is our solar panel right here, right? On the cover. So you just put this on and it looks like that. And how I'll prove that the solar charging works is, I hope it's bright enough so that you can see, but this is going to be problematic. Do you see that light? Right? So look at look at the solar panel. If it's face downwards, it doesn't light up, because obviously if it's facing downwards, then there isn't a lot of light. But the moment I face this up towards the light, that glows. It's charging, right? And to prove again that it's not a matter of orientation, the solar panel is facing downwards right now. But if I shine a flashlight, it should also turn on. Okay. So now I am going to test or not really a test, I've tested it before, to show that it can indeed charge a phone, or actually a tablet. I'm using a tablet here, but let me connect the cables first. Give me a second. Is this on? Okay, so I'm going to press this button. So that's the cable, right? Press this button over here, and it should turn on. Sometimes yeah, there you go. It turns on, and the device is charging. Yeah, this device is dead, but like, there, it's charging. There you go. So yeah, so this has 120,000 joules, 4 times more than average iPhone, but because of like heat losses and stuff that you get from every power bank or anything else in the universe, it probably can only charge about 2 or 3 phones before running out of battery. It takes 5 to 6 hours to fully charge. But with the solar panel, it takes more like 10. But yeah, other than that, that's our prototype. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dylan, for the explanation. And now I'm gonna talk about our progress so far. So after working together for around 3 months, we managed first of all to make an Instagram account called Our Future, and we have gained around 135 followers in the span of 1 month. And as explained before by Dylan, we have made one working prototype that we will try to improve and evolve over time. Next. And lastly is our plans for the future. Right now, we have three main plans. Firstly, of course, is our product launching. As of right now, our product isn't final, but we hope after we improve and clean up the product, we'll be able to launch the product as soon as possible. Second is to increase social media relevance. To spread awareness and advertise our eventual product launching, we intend to increase our social media relevance in the future, especially for Instagram. And last but not least is even though this power bank is our main goal right now, renewable energy isn't limited to just the power bank. So we hope after developing this product, we may invent and make a new and better product using renewable energy. Next. That's about it from us. Thank you for tuning in and listening to our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, PS Square. I think what you've done is really great, and you have spread awareness on renewable energy, but at the same time, you also can make a product that can solve problems. So if you are interested to know more, you can go on the Discord after this and go to their virtual booth, and probably in the virtual booth, you can also ask how's the product works and stuff like that. So thank you so much, PS Square, and probably you want to drop your Instagram so we can all follow and keep track on your progress. So thank you so much, PS Square. Upcoming, we are going to have Ruang Triliuner. So for those of you who belongs to Ruang Triliuner, please take over this session. Thank you.
So hello guys, my name is Gibran and I'm from Binus School Simpruk, and in this presentation I would like to present about my project called Ruang Triliuner. So the vision of my project is to educate people about investing in stocks, especially to young people, and I want to do so because not many young people invest, and because I believe that investing is important in order to achieve financial freedom. So the mission of my project is to create an Instagram account and post consistently about the basic of stocks. And I also use simple explanations so that people can easily understand. And so here's what my Instagram account looks like. Here, and as you can see, I make posts about the very basics of stocks, such as what is stocks and how to buy stocks and the different approaches to stocks and so on. And I also have a Telegram group for cryptocurrency trading where I give my analysis and price predictions for the immediate short term. And if you want to join the Telegram group, you can do so by filling the Google Forms on the Instagram bio. And for future plan, I want to start to make posts about the basics of cryptocurrencies and blockchain, because not many people really understand it and it's complex to understand it. And there's also many misconception about it, like it's a scam or gamble, whereas it's actually changing the world by reducing inefficiency from centralized system. And also from an investment standpoint, crypto generates enormous returns. Like for example, the Shiba Inu coin that went up 1000% this past month. So I feel that it's important to educate people about cryptocurrencies. And so if you're interested to learn about stocks and crypto, you can follow Ruang Trillionaire. And thank you for watching my presentation.
Wow, thank you so much, Gibran, for your presentation. I think you are right, yeah. In terms of today's cryptocurrency is one of the hottest topic, and also you want to maybe you want to follow Instagram account at Ruang Trillionaire, and you can gain a lot of educational content related to stocks, and upcoming is cryptocurrency and blockchain, yeah. So if you would like to share how was the process of your research before you post your content on Instagram?
Oh yeah, for the post, I don't really do much research because I share all the knowledge I have.
Cool, cool. So you already have some knowledge related to stocks and maybe cryptocurrency, and after that you are sharing your content. And are you the one who designed the post as well?
Yes, I design everything.
Wow, that's really cool. I see that your Instagram post is really consistent, the design, and also like you have several pages in one post, so you can put more information in your post, right? So how about the Telegram? What kind of information that you shared, or do you have a specific agenda in your Telegram for discussion, or what's the Telegram about?
So the Telegram group is just basically giving coin signals of coins that have potential to increase in value in the immediate short term.
Oh, that's really cool. So you are just like giving the predictions of which coins that will increase the value or probably will decrease and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I see, I see. So if you want to join the Telegram group, you can see from the Instagram, is it?
Yes, it's in the Instagram bio.
Okay, okay. So thank you so much, Ibran, for Ruang Trillionaire. If you want to, once again, if you want to follow and receive information related to stocks and cryptocurrency, you can join or follow Ruang Trillionaire Instagram and go to the description to join the Telegram account. So thank you once again, Gibran. After this, we are going to have somnolence. So if you are belongs to somnolence, please show us. Okay, I can see you now. Okay, so you can share your screen, and yeah, mic is yours.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so hi everybody. My name is Ariel, and today I'm here with Ashley to introduce our group Somnolence. So currently, me and Ashley are the only team members. So if you're interested in joining us, you should definitely stay until the end for our recruitment announcement. Today, we're just going to talk a little bit about our vision and mission, progress so far, any future plans, and finally, recruitment. So our vision and mission is to aspire to educate and communicate science in an easy, interesting, and applicable way. So what we find is a lot of people dislike science because they think it's boring or difficult. And as people who find science really interesting, we want to try and make it a bit more enjoyable so people can see why we like it so much. We aim to help people understand the importance of topics concerning lifestyle and the science behind it. So this is our progress so far. As you can see, we've been very Instagram intensive. These are just a few of our posts. We post individual posts and we also post series. So for example, the Sleeping Beauty series explains the science behind different beauty treatments and nighttime routines. But this is just a sneak peek. So if you want to look at the post directly, you can just go to our Instagram at somno.lens. For our future plans, we definitely want to gain more members since we're recruiting. But aside from that, because we moved from the topic of sleep to a general topic of lifestyle, we think that there will be more chances to collaborate, and we don't really want to miss those opportunities. But what's really special about today is we want to introduce a project we're currently working on, which is a Chrome extension. And I'll just hand the mic to Ashley.
All right, thank you. So yes, our relatively big or long-term project would be a Chrome extension. So what is presented is simply a rough prototype of what we're planning to create. And if you've guessed it correctly, it's an easily accessible and customizable flashcard program / extension. But how might this be related to what we're doing? How does this have any correlation to life sciences or research? As a group who aims to provide info on science-based lifestyle, we will promote the scientifically verified top effective study method of active recall through this Chrome extension. As I mentioned, we have decided to make our flashcard project accessible in the form of a Chrome extension, since with apps or even web pages, it takes time and effort to type in the search engine or search bar. While with Chrome extensions, a simple click of a button on the top right of your Google Chrome browser would direct you to the extension itself. So if you're in the middle of a Google Meet class, for instance, you could promptly create your deck of cards without the fuzz of typing or searching for the app name. We also hope to create a digital flashcard that can not only have manually typed text, but clips from other sources such as YouTube and text from various websites as well, with a text highlighting feature. In addition to that, you can make your account so that once you maybe delete and re-download this extension or switch Google accounts, your data will still be there. All right, so the numbers displayed, as you can see within the extension, will show the order of what you should see as you navigate through the extension. Maybe you could go to the third one. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, and as if you can see the spots or the three dots within the extension, they're basically the customized buttons, which may be a feature suitable for those who take pride in aesthetics. So as this whole app production thing is something new to us, it'll be highly appreciated if maybe you could collab with us, or maybe if you're interested in like programming, coding, app making, or any form of computer sciences, or if you know anyone else with such interest, please reach out to us. So speaking of needing programmers, we are recruiting. Of course, to become a member, there are general requirements which you can see in our slides. And since we're low in members, we will be pretty lenient with accepting members. So take in the available spots before they run out. And if you're wondering about the requirements for each role or want to apply straight away, feel free to scan the QR code on the slides or click the link Ariel has sent to access the application form. We have placed the link in our IG account as well, so you can click on that if you're still deciding. Now, why join Somnolence? Obviously for your CV, especially for those of you who are planning to major in some area of life sciences or maybe just interested in it. We're also planning on giving out e-certificates to those who stayed committed as a member for 6 months. You also get to gain experience, whether it may be experience in design, research, content writing, and or communication, as well as collaborative skills. And lastly, of course, you get to create connections with people of similar interests. So thank you for listening. If you have any question, you could type anything in the chat box, ask in our Discord channel, or feel free to contact either of our emails shown or the Instagram or Somnolens' Instagram, which is again at somno.lens.
Okay, thank you so much, Ashley and Ariel. Um, Probably I want to ask something like what kind of roles that you are recruiting on? Can you share us a bit about what roles that you are searching for to scale up the somnolence?
All right, so as we are planning to create the Chrome extension, of course, we're looking for web developers or programmers or people who knows how to code, or even web designers. But other than that, we are also recruiting researchers or content writers as well as post designers.
All right. Yeah. So if you are interested in coding, some of you probably want to learn about web designing and you also like science, this is the right place for you. So yeah, just follow Somnolens Instagram. They have put it on the Zoom chat. And also, if you are interested, you can go to the application form link and drop your info here. Okay, so I think that's all. So thank you so much, Somnolens, for your time. It's been really great presentation. Okay, so we come up with the last clubs here in All In. It's actually a personal, more of the personal project. So maybe some of you have already seen in the WhatsApp blast. So welcome you Fincy from Fins and Ongo. So mic is yours.
So during this pandemic, we must prevent contact with commonly touched surfaces to prevent getting infected by viruses or bacteria. One of the most commonly touched surfaces is door handles. So what are the ways to clean door handles? First, you could wipe it one by one, or you could spray alcohol on it. But by using these methods, it's easy to forget and you can damage door handles if they are exposed to harsh chemicals often. So I set out on a mission to create a device that combats this problem. So here is how it works. All you have to do is stick this device on the door, and when the device motion sensor detects motion, it automatically shines UV light towards the door handle. This way, you don't have to worry about touching door handles. However, I need an injection mold to be able to provide my product to more people, but an injection mold would cost me north of 1,000 US dollars. So I need your help to make this mission a reality. So I partnered with Bantu.id to set up a fundraiser for this product. So if you believe in this mission or you'd like to have your own door handle sanitizer, you could support Uvinci through the fundraising platform Bantu.id using the link bit.ly/Uvinci project. In return, you will get your own handle sanitizer at a cheaper price. You could get one unit by donating 219,000, which is 150K off the launching price, or you could have two units for 400K, and so on. So help support UVinci at bit.ly/UVinci project. Are there any questions?
Okay, so if you want to ask questions, just go ahead on the Zoom chat or you can unmute yourself. I think it's really amazing how you come up with this idea of door handle, because I agree that the virus could be transferred anywhere, and door handle is one of the things that we usually like touch, but we forgot to clean our hands afterwards. So that's why you come up with this. So can you tell me like the process of starting from ideation until you actually come up with the real products? Do you mind to share?
I had to learn a lot of things such as programming the microcontroller and the 3D printing. Yeah.
So how did you learn all of that? Are you having some friends to help you, or do you learn it by yourself, or how is the learning process?
I mostly learned online.
Great, great. Like, do you watch YouTube videos or
Yeah,
um,
from YouTube tutorials.
and then you also mentioned about the 3D printing, right? So how is it with the 3D printing? Is it hard, or what kind of adjustment that you do when you are going to print your products in the 3D?
Sometimes you have to calibrate the 3D printer correctly so you can get a good print.
I see, I see. Okay, so I see that Vincent already shared the link to support his projects to make it more scale up and to make it more bigger. And actually, you also can buy the product, yeah, Vincent. Yeah, okay. So if you are interested, you can contact Vincent, right? Through WhatsApp or Instagram, or how can we reach you if you want, if we are interested?
You can reach to me using my phone number.
Okay, would you mind to share it? All right, so if you are interested in the products or you would like to see more, you can reach Vincent. And also we are going to move to Discord after this. So in the booth, you can also ask questions or yeah, basically just to get to know more about Vincent and his products. Okay, so I think we have reached the end of this session. After this, like I've mentioned before, we are going to move to the Discord, or if you want to choose to stay in the room, we can see webinar by Life Online related to life science. So if I would like to share my screen for a bit. Yeah, so yeah, so if you want to stay in the room, you can see the webinar, and or you can go to the Discord and go through the virtual booth. And please kindly give us some feedback for this session, because we really value your and appreciate your feedback to make us better in our events or our presentation. And yeah, other than the club virtual booth, we also have a presentation and internship interview with Garuda HT and Merck. For those of you who receive the invitation via via email, you can go to the presentation and internship interview. So once again, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next session. For this one, I'm going to hand over to Abby. And yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you everyone who stay tuned on this current meetup event. Okay, so we already hear all the presentation from like our student club, and upcoming next is a webinar from Live Online. So I thought everyone from Live Online can prepare our webinar. Like you can like opening your camera, and then if you want to like sharing your screen, I give you the time to preparing this webinar. Okay.
We'll just be waiting for a few more people to come.
Yes.
This will be our yeah, opening.
Okay. Natasha, maybe you can like share a bit before we start our webinar, but what kind of topics, or maybe what that we will like discussing in our webinar?
Oh, right. Yes. We will be introducing that as well again in the webinar again. But for those of you who are already interested right now, we will be really going through, I guess you can say, important stages in life, in meaning high school, university, then working in the various fields of life sciences. We want something relatable as first. I believe most of our audience will be high school students later on. And then, we'll get to learn a bit about more the life as a university student. We have a guest speaker, as well as a video later on about an interview that we've conducted with 4 other professionals.
Okay, so actually our webinar will start in like a few minutes, yeah. So
yes,
we're waiting for more friends to come and join this webinar, and maybe everyone on this Zoom link, if you have like friends that might interesting in like about life science and about like life talk more about like how is it like to learning about science, maybe you can like give the invitation to your friends so they also can come to see our webinars.
yes.
Okay, I found that, oh, there's some people coming to join us. Okay, great, great. Okay, I think as we waiting for other people to come to our webinar, like Live Online can also like sharing your screen, or maybe like preparing to like start this webinar.
Yes. All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here today in this webinar. Oops,
For
sorry.
those of you who came from the All Edu Student Club presentations, thank you for staying in with us. And for those of you who just came in, welcome.
May be wondering who we are and what we do. Well, we would like to first introduce that this webinar, Live Talk, aims to give a view of the realistic lives of students in high school, university, and also later on, we will showcase an interview with people who are currently working in the various fields of life sciences. However, besides that, we are actually an organization with an Instagram platform, and our mission is to motivate and teach our audience by using posts and videos regarding many different types of topics in the various sectors that are in the life science industry.
Now, don't get me wrong, Indonesia's education system has improved drastically over the past few years. But according to UNESCO, Indonesia's literacy, and yeah, according to UNESCO, it is said that the youth literacy of Indonesia is about 99.67%, and that is impressive. But if you look at the data of the number of people that continue to tertiary education, otherwise university, the numbers are very small. Hence, sadly, according to an international PISA report, which is an international student assessment, Indonesia is currently ranked at just 65th out of 69th countries that when it comes to education.
We believe that this is especially true in the life science industries. When it comes to scientific research or inventions, Indonesia is unfortunately the lower rank among other countries. Hence again, why we created this organization, Life Online. My name is Eva.
My name is Irene.
And I am Natasha, and we are the co-founders of Life Online. This is our Instagram account that you can check out. It's @_lifeonline._. And then if you click in our bio, it will lead you to this card that allows you to volunteer for our organization.
Yes, again, we want to say that we want to teach and motivate. Hence, anyone can volunteer for a 6-month program starting from January to the month of June 2022. We've had a trial round this semester with 4 volunteers in total, and so far we've created a decent amount of posts ranging from bioengineering, food technology, and even more topics.
Our organization works by pairing up volunteers that applied for the graphic designers and researching department, and we assign them life science related topics and deadlines in a Google Docs that we share via WhatsApp to our group. However, we also allow them the freedom to write about different topics that they may be more interested in. That way, they can explore the various fields of life sciences as intended by the mission of Life Online.
So far, we have had 4 volunteers helping and reviewing each other's work and creating and posting in our Instagram once every 2 weeks. With the success of our trial run, we are going to be opening more slots for volunteers who are passionate about life sciences. Patricia, one of our volunteers actually here are in the Zoom. We'll be putting a link in the chat to the job descriptions that we open and the Google form link where you can apply, or you can go to our Instagram account and click on the card in our bio.
And so far, it's been only high school students ranging from grade 9 to 11 who volunteered for our organization, which does make sense because during these grades, it is vital for high schoolers to find a passion to prepare themselves for the major they want to take in university. So just being curious, before we start this webinar, we would like to see what grades our audience currently are here in this Zoom, as well as the major you guys are planning to take for the high schoolers. So Patricia, could you please bring out the link on where they could answer this?
Yes.
And we're gonna wait for about a minute for the results. So if you guys could follow that in, then that'd be really great.
We have someone from university right now. Okay, we'll be waiting for about a minute and we'll see the results. Okay, the results are all coming in. Let's wait for a few more seconds. All right, I guess I think it is a bit clear. There's definitely more participants here than the one that choose to do to click the link, and that's all right. It is quite apparent that the majority are actually our age, SML students from grade 10 to grade 12. And just curious on what majors you guys are planning to take. Dawn? If you can click next, you'll see that it'll show what major do you intend to take in university. Okay. Wow, we have one in business. This is cool. All right. I believe you can pick more than 3 majors if you want to share. Okay, let's wait for a few more seconds. We have food nutrition, finance, computer science, I believe. Okay, we have quite a big range here actually of students. Anatomy and physiology, that's cool. Public health, electrical engineering, biology, physics. Wow. Yeah, this is really cool. Which I guess is kind of also good that this webinar doesn't specifically just put a spotlight on life sciences, but more of just some, tips and tricks, and also like things that you can relate to as high school students later on, as well as learning from professionals and university students. All right, thank you so much for filling in our short survey. So let's continue back to our webinar slides. So most of you guys here are in fact high school students, so welcome. And this is when we will start our first section of our webinar. Us 3 here, me, Eva, and Irene, are actually, again, high school students from English-speaking schools. For me, I am a grade 12 in a Cambridge A-level curriculum.
I'm in grade 11 with an IBDP curriculum, and Irene's an AP. So as you can see, there's definitely a lot of differences between us 3, despite being high school students. But one thing we have in common is that we really enjoy the life sciences. We are science students in our respective schools, and we all share the goal of studying in the different sectors of the life sciences fields for the future. So let's start. And also, if you guys have any questions for us, please feel free to leave them in the chat box, and we could answer them after this section of our webinar. So Irene, would you like to start on an overview of your high school life?
Yeah, so basically in high school, the current science subjects I am taking right now are biology and chemistry. And since I'm only in 10th grade, this was the first year that I actually got to choose which like science subjects I would like to take. And as of right now, I am still open to trying to explore my options, but studying in the medical field has always been one of my biggest dreams. So I figured that right now, maybe I should take biology and chemistry to at least keep my options open to studying in the medical field for the future.
As for me, I am doing IB, and right now I take 6 subjects, which are for my higher level subjects, I take biology, chemistry, and English literature and language. And for my standard level subjects, I take math, analysis and approaches, Bahasa language literature, as well as environmental systems and societies. I aim to major in university in food science and technology, hence my subjects which I've chosen already. I figured that I should take biology and chemistry to at least keep any options. I figured I should take biology and chemistry since those are, and by the way, those are 2 of my favorite subjects right now, because those are 2 of my favorites, and also so that they would really help me in my in my major. IB life for me is really stressful right now. However, I think with the workload it gives, it really prepares me a lot for the university workload that I will face in the future.
Well, for me, again, I am in from grade 12. I'm in the process of applying to universities using my A-level predicted grades. The subjects that I take are biology, physics, chemistry, and mathematics. We have 4. And my desired major to take is biomedical engineering, as I want to improve the life sciences industry using principles and understanding of both medical and technological fields. So, yes, we're literally full of STEM STEM girls here. And let's go through it a bit more thorough, one step at a time. Irene, would you like to describe maybe like a day-to-day experience sort of thing? What exactly is an AP curriculum, and maybe like some personal thoughts on your education life, especially in biology and the chemistry subjects that you take?
Yeah, so to start off, what is the AP curriculum? AP, or Advanced Placement, is a program run by the College Board, who are also the makers of the SAT, and it allows you to take special high school courses that can earn you college credit and or qualify you for more advanced classes when you begin college. They are designed to give you the experience of an intro-level college class while you're still in high school. As you can see here, taking AP classes and passing the AP exams can help you earn college credits, lets you skip introductory courses in college. It saves you money and time, and it makes you stand out to colleges. The AP exams are scored between 1 to 5, and anything above 3 is considered a pass. So for most selective schools, which is like the top 20 schools, you should take APs in most or all of the core courses, which is English, math, science, history, and foreign language, plus additional AP courses that relates to your goals, future major, or interests. This will end up being 7 to 12 AP courses. As I said before, I am currently taking biology and chemistry science classes, and these aren't AP classes yet. These are just courses that lead up to being able to take the AP classes in the future. So, regarding how my classes are actually going, something I realized after my first unit test was that biology was much harder than I thought it was. Back in middle school or grade 9, biology was by far my favorite science subject. However, it really does get tougher as you keep learning. It's not just all about memorization anymore or remembering where everything is and their function. The thing with biology is you actually have to understand where, why, and how everything works. Biology is super detailed and specific, and you have to make sure that you are not only understanding the keywords and the topics, but how one thing leads to another and how that relates with other things too. For example, back in middle school, we just had to label a diagram and know what each function was. Like The trachea is the tube under the larynx and it connects the bronchi. This is needed because it brings the air down there. But now we really have to understand the processes. And when we are asked to outline the process, we can't miss a step at all because that is probably already 1 point taken off from your answer.
All right. That is very thorough. Thank you so much for giving, the introduction to what you do in your daily life as an AP student. Now, Eva, would you like to give your turn on the IB curriculum that you're taking?
Sure. So here you can see the IBDP curriculum outline. We have the 3 cores of the IBDP, which are theory of knowledge, our extended essay, as well as CAS, which is creativity, activity, and service. And we have the 6 subject groups. So I take my literature from the studies in language and literature, bio and chem for me from the sciences, natural sciences, it's just sciences, then ESS from my humanities, and then of course there's math. I think something that really just shocked me was when I first did IB, when I was in year 10, we did this thing called pre-IB, was that we had theory of knowledge, which I don't think exists in other curriculums in other schools in Jakarta, as I know. But I think when I was first introduced to it, it was just really confusing because like all the concepts were so abstract. But enough about theory of knowledge. And in regards to my workload right now, it's quite a lot. However, as I've said before, it will prepare me for my university workload later on. Bio and chem for me really just the difficulty level just shot up. In my honest opinion, as Irene said, we really have to be detailed in all of our answers. In the IB, I spent a whole week in my biology class just learning the command terms as well as how to answer certain questions in biology. So as you can see, the level of difficulty when you actually get into the IBDP, it just shoots up.
All right. Oh, sorry. Did you want to continue?
No, it's good. I'll just say next slide. Okay. So here we have an example I took this from NTU Singapore for the IB requirements for their biology and food science major. So most universities, if not all, they require at least a 5 in every one of your IB subjects, but of course you'd have to score higher to be more competitive. So in here, we can see that for food science technology, they would require either HL math, either AI or AA, as well as biochem or physics in the higher levels, or SL math and any 2 physics, chemistry, and biology at the higher level. Additionally, next slide, please. Additionally, many universities, they offer credit for if you take certain IB exams. So if you score a good score in your biology and chemistry IB exams, you can actually be awarded credit for certain courses, and you may not even have to take these courses at all.
All right. I guess it's my turn now. As a grade 12 student. Well, first, I would like to describe a bit about the Cambridge curriculum. When I was in Irene's grade, we have this thing called the IGCSEs, where it's basically kind of for us to prepare for the further pre-university level study, which is A-levels, which is the one that I'm going to be taking in June. For me, again, I'll be taking mathematics, biology, physics, and chemistry. However, for anyone who goes through university websites and go through the requirements who have A-level curriculum can see that there are these things, the entrance requirements in various universities, AABs, Bs, BBCs, but basically they require three A-level subjects for you to take. Now, the reason why some people may choose to do more is because number one, just in case you mess up one of the subjects, you can submit the 3 highest one. If you got an A, and a C, you can just submit A, and it'll all be good. Also, some universities open up for more scholarships for those of you who take more For example, I believe a year ago or years before ago, in Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, for you to get full scholarship, you are to get 5 A stars in your A levels. And yeah, so with that, I'm pretty much set for my major because in biomedical engineering, I do need all 4: biology, physics, chemistry, and math. And I guess I am very lucky for that. But I don't think I want to spend this time to just further, going on and on about the life of, STEM students, because I think it's relative for people. But I guess as a grade 12 here, I want to use my time to kind of just emphasize on, that when you're in grade 12, you're dealing with more than just your scores. Again, okay, sorry. Yes, this is my major, biomedical engineering, and it ranges between various things from prosthetics to pacemakers or total artificial heart. But as a grade 12 student, we always want to apply to the best university we can possibly get into, right? And also when it comes to the financial perspective, they always consist of different requirements. But one thing for sure is that they don't just look at your academic report. They want to see what you've done in high school. They want to see you have a balance of leadership, community service, a deep passion in this specific major that goes beyond what you learn in school. So joining competitions, doing research projects, organizations, and other hobbies that you're passionate about. All these things you have to balance, of course, throughout your entire high school life. But as a grade 12 student, and grade 12 students here in this webinar, I'm sure that we are all in that position where we're like regretting some things, wishing we did something more, and we're just in this constantly afraid dilemma. Dilemma. So with that, I want to take just a bit more time as well, a couple minutes to just say 4 points that I guess I wish I knew when I'm grade 10. For number 1, don't break on breaks. What I mean by this is, do you know that time when after examination is over and you just you just feel so free, you just don't care, and the entire holiday you just sleep, watch, go back to sleep, or hang out, and that's it. Now, don't get me wrong, social life is a good balance, but I think one thing that I really regret is to not joining more competitions or more organizations back when I'm in grade 10 and grade 11. And it varies. You can write research papers, you can go to the internet and just type in competisi, whatever it is, and it'll come out. There's just so many ways for you to increase your CV, for this one, volunteering, competitions, all that sort. So really use your break to the maximum. And number 2, this goes on more to grade 12 students, or if you're still unsure of your major, it's absolutely okay. Actually, in some universities, they have this thing called undecided majors that you can take, and after a year later, you can specify on the major that you're interested in, as long as you actually have attempted to do a lot of research beforehand. So really try to find your interests and talk to people. But if at the end that you're still unsure of the major you want to take, don't make this bring you down. You have to still be up your game and continue working hard for the university you're applying to. And the third is to always talk. So it's like this. When you're researching for universities, it's easy to find requirements, deadlines, and all that sort. But I find much more information when I talk to my teachers, my school counselor, my friends, because it's a combination of knowledge that we gain from each other, especially if you have school counselor, continuously update them, because they tend to know more about, the tricks on how to get to the university, or like just scholarship programs, because some university would email certain schools for scholarship applications and all that stuff. So always remember to talk to people. And finally, find the proper study method for you. I'm not saying, find if you are a listener or a writer or all that stuff. I'm saying, how do you use a small period of time to maximize your studying period? There are many techniques you can go with. You can search. There's something called Pomodoro study, where after 25 minutes you take a 5-minute short break, but you are like, there's no phone around you and you have absolutely no distractions. And there are also, mind maps or retrieval practice, where, for example, you make quizzes for yourself, and then you kind of just answer through there. So you're retrieving stuff from your brain rather than putting it in. For different people, there are different techniques that works. So make sure during your free time, maybe after exams or as soon as possible, even, it'll be really good to understand how your brain works, because when you get to these later stage in a grade 12 life, it gets hectic. Time just runs. So you find a technique that allows you to study in a much shorter amount of time, so that you get more time to deal with other things, university applications or other, smaller activities or competitions that you can join to increase your CV. That's all from me. Of course, I'm limited. I'm just a grade 12 student, and I am aware that the university life is much more hectic than this. And yeah, that's all from me. Okay. All right. And yes, so again, life is full of twists and ups and downs, but as long as you find your correct interest, then everything will come all right. I believe, is Eva here? I believe
Just got disconnected again.
all right. Okay. I finished my part, so if you guys want to continue.
I think there's a next slide about like subject-specific study techniques. Yeah, so I made this slide specifically for certain subjects and these study techniques have worked for me, but it might not work for you. So it's best to figure out what kind of learner you are. I believe there are 5, which are visual, kinesthetic, auditory, visual. There's one more, although I kind of forgot what it was, but when you figure that out, there are tests online to figure it out. Once you do, you could find certain subject techniques related to those 5 profiles, and those could really help you. And so here I have a sum for biology, chemistry, math, and literature. So for bio, since there's loads of memorization, I usually use flashcards, word association, and I always rewrite my notes before tests. So while doing that, I also reread my notes and refresh my memory about them. For chem and math, I usually do daily practices. For IB, we can find practice papers online on Google. So just search up IB chemistry past papers, and a couple of slides should pop up on the screen. And those are the reliable sites for IB Chem past papers. And of course, active recall, which basically just means you keep practicing over and over again. And for literature, I usually use association. So I would memorize a certain part of an event that has happened in a book, and then kind of relate that to the others, I guess, quote unquote, smaller events that have happened in the book. So from that, it just kind of branches for me, which makes it easier for me to like understand and remember what happened, as well as annotations and where I annotate what I'm reading, so I can remember which parts are annotated in and the significant things that have happened.
All right. Yes. Thank you for more of the study techniques. Now we will be going to our next part of the webinar, which is talking to a university student. Her name is Kak Samantha. She's here right now. Yes, thank you so much, Kak, for coming here.
Thank you.
Yes, so maybe also for those of you who have questions later on, feel free to write it in the chat, and we're going to be answering that later. And I'm going to be doing this interview through Bahasa Indonesia, believe. And yes, so let's start. Sebelum mulai, mungkin kakak mau introduce sedikit dulu tentang food technology. Sebenarnya ngapain aja sih, belajarnya tentang apa aja, buat apa.
Halo teman-teman, selamat siang. Aku mau sharing sedikit mungkin tentang teknologi. Jadi sebenarnya secara umum food tech atau yang disebut teknologi pangan itu bisa diartikan sebagai ilmu yang mempelajari penerapan teknologi itu di bidang pangan. Jadi mulai dari pasca panen atau setelah panen, atau kalau misalnya bahannya berupa daging berarti setelah penyembelihan hingga menjadi hidangan. Nah, jadi dari proses panen atau penyembelihan sampai jadi hidangan itu kita mempelajari berbagai aspek kayak mulai dari cara penanganannya, pengolahan, pengawetan, pengemasan sampai pada akhirnya kita bisa menghasilkan produk pangan yang punya mutu dan nilai gizi yang baik dan akhirnya bisa bermanfaat buat masyarakat, khususnya buat kesehatannya. Nah, kadang teknologi pangan ini sih suka salah artikan juga sama sebagian orang karena mungkin sebenarnya dulu belum terlalu dikenal juga. Jadi kadang tuh pasti ada anggapan bahwa teknologi pangan ini kayak kerjanya lebih ke masak-masak. Jadi sebenarnya mirip kayak culinary. Nah, sebenarnya ini kurang tepat sih. Memang di food tech kita belajar juga tentang pengolahan pangan atau tentang masak itu, tapi sebenarnya agak berbeda. Karena di food tech ini fokusnya lebih ke kita mempelajari prinsip pengolahan pangannya. Jadi proses apa sih yang terjadi selama proses pemasakan? Nah, misalnya sebagai contoh kalau proses pemanggangan roti, kita mempelajari kayak kenapa sih roti itu bisa berwarna coklat ketika dipanggang. Kayak reaksi apa yang terjadi selama proses itu. Atau misalnya kayak contoh lain tuh, misalnya pada proses pembakaran sate. Ternyata tuh proses pembakaran itu bisa loh menyebabkan terbentuknya senyawa tertentu yang bisa berbahaya buat tubuh kita. Nah, itu gimana cara menanggulanginya mungkin juga kita bisa pelajari. Jadi food tech memang belajar pembuatan produk pangan, tapi sebenarnya lebih mempelajari kayak reaksi yang terjadi di balik proses itu. Dan biasanya dihubungkan juga sih dengan dampaknya pada kesehatan kita. Nah, terus selain itu, food tech ini lebih berfokus juga pada produk yang diproduksinya tuh massal di industri gitu. Meskipun nggak terbatas di industri yang skala besar gitu, bisa juga yang rumah tangga. Tapi memang kalau misalnya teman-teman tertarik untuk pada akhirnya bekerja di industri pangan, ya food tech ini bisa jadi salah satu pilihan sih bidang yang teman-teman bisa ambil.
Baik, terima kasih. So I think in general, food technology is more of like it really is a mix, right? Yeah. Before it was sorting, preserving, processing, packaging, and distribution of like various food products. Baik. Pertanyaan selanjutnya, apakah major ini sebenarnya top pick buat kakak? Jadi mungkin sejak kapan kakak sebenarnya mau ambil major ini? Gitu.
Oke, kalau pengalaman aku pribadi, sebenarnya aku pas SMA itu aku cukup bingung buat milih jurusan apa karena kalau melihat biasanya kan kalau kita mau cari jurusan apa sih yang pas kayak kita melihat kita jagonya di mana gitu ya. Cuman masalahnya pas selama SMA aku rata di semua bidang, jadi memang gak terlalu bagus juga di semuanya, ya rata-rata aja gitu. Jadinya bingung juga sih pas itu untuk tahu sebenarnya aku interest kemana. Nah pas itu aku pertama kali tahu tentang food tech ini dari saudara. Jadi memang karena dia jurusan food tech juga, aku jadi tahu dan itu membuat aku cukup tertarik gitu. Sebenarnya jurusan ini kalau mau dibilang topik sih, iya lumayan dibandingkan jurusan-jurusan lain. Tapi memang saat itu mempertimbangkan juga kayak ada jurusan misalnya psikologi atau aku mau ambil nutrition juga, aku juga agak bingung sih untuk memutuskannya. Cuman saat itu sampai akhirnya bisa milih food tech itu dibantu juga sih. Jadi aku nanya-nanya orang juga sebenarnya food tech itu tentang apa. Jadi bisa lebih tahu kira-kira tuh food tech itu belajar apa. Jadi jangan sampai salah paham gitu tentang food tech ini. Jangan sampai aku ngiranya cuman oh mungkin masak aja, tapi ternyata sebenarnya banyak juga loh fisika kimia biologinya gitu. Ya jadi saat itu ya bisa sih mungkin teman-teman kita bisa explore diri dulu emang minatnya di mana dan akhirnya nanti bisa tahu kira-kira mau ambilnya apa itu sih ya.
Baik, iya. Makasih, Kak. Pertanyaan selanjutnya, ini mungkin untuk yang interested untuk ambil food technology, mungkin ingin tahu sebenarnya day to day, sehari-hari rutinitasnya gimana gitu. Mungkin ada ratio ambil kelasnya berapa, atau habis itu project atau research gitu mungkin yang kakak sedang lakukan pada saat ini.
Oh iya, kalau untuk hal ini, setahu aku cukup berbeda di setiap kampus. Jadi mungkin teman-teman juga bisa sesuaiin kalau bisa nanti mau masuk kampus mana dan perlu lihat kurikulum mereka kayak apa. Tapi kalau di kampus aku, biasanya sih secara garis besar kita baginya jadi teori dan praktek. Prakteknya berupa lab. Jadi kalau aku biasanya kelasnya tetap ada kelas teori biasa dan bisa ada lab sekitar 2-3 kali seminggu. Nah, biasanya rutinitas kita sih kalau di kampus paling cuman yaitu kuliah biasa, dengerin teori, nge-lab, dan biasanya kalau pulang kita harus ngerjain laporan. Nah, sebenarnya mungkin yang bikin jadwal agak padat nih laporannya, karena kalau misalnya kita seminggu ada 3 lab, berarti kita harus ngerjain 3 laporan gitu. Nah, kadang-kadang sih di situnya sih paling bikin jadi sibuk gitu.
Iya, oke.
Nah, pertanyaan yang di sini lebih beda yang dari lain ya. Jadi perbedaan antara SMA dan universitas yang paling kontras atau nge-shock bagi kakak ya?
Kalau buat aku, kalau SMA mungkin, kalau aku dulu sekolahnya di sekolah nasional, jadi banyak teori aja gitu. Tapi kalau sekarang ini ternyata lebih banyak prakteknya dan lebih ke apa ya? Kita tuh belajar untuk memecahkan masalah di dunia yang nyata gitu. Jadi lebih ke study case juga. Jadi memang kalau misalnya di kuliah, tadi aku agak lupa sebutin, kalau aku di semester-semester yang kayak 6, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, itu udah mulai banyak kayak kita harus bikin project, misalnya kayak kita disuruh bikin suatu produk makanan dan kita kembangin dari konsepnya sampai kira-kira kemasannya sampai kayak apa gitu. Jadi kayak lebih ke banyak project-projectnya juga sih. Gitu.
Oh, wow. It seems very interesting sih. So for those of you again who have any questions, anything in the chat, please feel free to comment and Kak Samantha will help answer it. Oke, so pertanyaan selanjutnya. Sekarang kakak sedang dalam tahun ketiga, benar?
Aku sekarang masuk tahun keempat sih, jadi semester 7.
Oh, maaf, oke, iya, udah tahun keempat, wow. Jadi setelah beberapa tahun ini di universitas, apakah yang mungkin kakak harap kakak tahu sebelum masuk dalam major tersebut gitu? There's some things that you want to change in the past, maybe?
Kalau yang ingin diubah, mungkin lebih ke aku berharapnya tuh bisa banyakin ikut kegiatan sih mungkin ya. Karena food tech ini kan sebenarnya ilmunya juga cukup luas. Jadi kalau misalnya kita belajar dari materi kuliah aja sebenarnya tuh belum cukup gitu. Sebenarnya menurut aku kalau misalnya dulu aku bisa ikut lebih banyak kayak lomba atau mungkin kayak pelatihan, mungkin itu bisa nambah ilmu aku. Karena kalau misalnya kita ikut lomba atau kompetisi, kita otomatis akan belajar sendiri kan. Gimana sih tentang misalnya kita lomba product development gitu, kita akan mempelajari lebih dalam gimana sih cara pengembangan produk itu. Jadi kayak kita akan lebih mengerti karena kita belajar sendiri gitu. Itu sih yang mungkin aku berharapnya dulu bisa lebih banyak ya explore di dunia pangan ini, kayak aku ikut kompetisi atau mungkin banyak diskusi juga sama kayak dosen atau senior-senior yang udah berkecimpung di dunia pangan ini gitu sih.
Wow, tuh jadi buat sama ya, buat high school student and university selalu be productive with your time. Do as many activities as you can as possible because it will allow you to learn more things and discover new things as well that you couldn't have known before gitu. Baik, ya, terima kasih Kak. Mungkin pertanyaan selanjutnya, apa yang Kakak mau katakan untuk siswa-siswa yang saat ini sedang mempelajari ilmu kehidupan, tapi mungkin gini, kayak aduh kayaknya mau masuk food technology tapi kok kayaknya susah ya, kayaknya soalnya food technology kan kita nggak begitu belajar dia di SMA gitu, it's not part of our curriculum, rarely gitu. Jadi mungkin what some words on it, maybe like there some advices that you can give.
Kalau menurut aku sebenarnya ini juga, aku dulu sempat berpikir mau mundur untuk ngambil foodtech karena aku takut susah gitu. Nah cuman ya tips buat teman-teman, kalau misalnya kalian udah merasa kayaknya aku mau nih masuk ke dunia foodtech dan bisa menyelesaikan masalah-masalah yang berkaitan dengan industri pangan ini, gak apa-apa teman-teman ambil aja. Kalau misalnya memang sih ada momen-momen di mana kita pasti merasa kesulitan, dan aku rasa sih di semua jurusan pasti kayak gitu juga teman-teman. Jadi nggak ada jurusan yang rasanya mulus semuanya gitu. Jadi memang pasti ada momen-momen di mana kita mengalami kesulitan. Tapi ya jangan menyerah. Jadi salah satu hal yang membantu aku selama perkuliahan itu kita yang penting kita perhatiin dosennya ngomong apa dan kita catat sih. Biasanya kadang-kadang dosen tuh suka ngasih info yang penting yang nggak ada di materi slide. Jadi kalau kita nyatet, kita pasti bisa ulang lagi dan akhirnya kalau ada yang bingung kita bisa tanya lagi ke dosennya atau ke teman-teman. Nah, terus apalagi ya, mungkin menurut aku kalau misalnya teman-teman udah nanti masuk di perkuliahan di foodtech, teman-teman boleh cari kayak lingkungan pertemanan yang mendukung kalian untuk belajar gitu. Kalau buat aku pribadi, aku sangat terbantu sih sama teman-teman aku, karena kadang tuh ada satu topik yang kita bingung, dan kalau misalnya di foodtech kan kita misalnya bikin laporan apa-apa, kita banyak juga baca jurnal-jurnal. Kadang tuh jurnal-jurnal tuh bisa beda-beda ngomongnya dan kita bingung karena kan teknik banget ya. Jadinya punya lingkungan pertemanan yang mendukung untuk belajar tuh sangat menolong aku untuk bisa dapat insight dari teman-teman juga. Sebenarnya sih topik ini gimana sih keseluruhannya gitu, karena mereka juga pasti punya pandangan yang berbeda-beda, jadi kita bisa lebih memahami suatu topik itu tuh secara utuh gitu sih. Ya, terus jangan malu juga teman-teman kalau misalnya punya kesulitan untuk nanya ke dosennya atau nanya ke teman-teman, karena ya itu pasti bakal menolong kita sih, dan mungkin pertanyaan kita juga bisa jadi insight gitu buat teman-teman yang lainnya.
Baik. Yeah, especially also for high school students here, you can practice this from now. Ask your teachers about things that you don't know. It ranges from, just school stuff to university applications. It's always important to practice social skills, ya kan Kak? It's very useful for the future, especially in the university life. Okay, wow, we cover a lot of things today. Mungkin untuk ending questionnya, maybe to get more people interested nih buat food technology major, mungkin ada yang topik trending nggak Kak sekarang gitu, kayak dalam food technology itu kemarin pernah research dikit sih, kayak ada kayak kayak nanoscience development atau kayak rapid technique for online control gitu-gitu. Mungkin ada sekarang lagi trendingnya apa ya Kak kira-kira dalam food technology major?
Kalau yang pengetahuan aku, karena sekarang itu setahu aku masalah lingkungan juga makin parah. Jadi sekarang ini food tech ini kan juga termasuk ngurusin packaging. Setahu aku yang agak ngetrend sekarang ini tuh edible packaging. Jadi kemasannya bisa dimakan. Biasanya tuh kalau nggak salah terbentuk, dibuatnya tuh dari bahan rumput laut. Nah jadi tuh kemasannya itu bisa buat kemasan seasoning. Jadinya kemasan itu tuh bisa dimakan. Jadi lebih mudah diurai juga di lingkungan. Nah biasanya sih karena sekarang ini kayaknya pedulian terhadap lingkungan juga makin tinggi, biasanya food tech juga ada kayak pengembangan yang berkaitan juga dengan lingkungan gitu. Banyak juga sekarang kayak peralatan makan, sendok, garpu, gelas yang bisa dimakan gitu. Mungkin teman-teman boleh searching kalau misalnya tertarik. Kayak gitu sih salah satunya.
Wow, yeah, there's definitely okay, you guys who are active in Instagram must have seen something like that. Like, kayak even not just food, but like okay, this might be a bit different tapi kayak kayak capsules yang misalkan buat sikat gigi gitu kayak tapi di capsule langsung plug gitu langsung sikat gigi gitu. Ya lihat semua kan kayak di Instagram tuh banyak like all these things about different packaging and just new invention on how to make life more efficient gitu ya Kak mungkin with food technology and environmental friendly juga. Wow, okay, yeah. Thank you again once more Kak. Anyone who wants to drop any question in the chat is welcome. I believe we have one right now from Kak Lulu. Kak Lulu tanya, apakah Kak Samantha sudah punya gambaran tentang karir atau bidang kerja yang akan dicari setelah selesai kuliah nanti? That's a really good question.
Ya, jadi sebenarnya aku belum terlalu tahu sih minatnya aku tuh ke mana. Aku memang tertarik untuk bekerja di bidang industri, tapi karena memang peran food technology itu bisa banyak. Kalian bisa nanti kerja sebagai research and development, kalian bisa kerja sebagai quality control, quality assurance, yang kayak termasuk juga di bidang food safety. Jadi kalian merancang gimana caranya supaya proses pengolahan pangan itu bisa aman sampai di tangan konsumen gitu. Nah jadi memang saat ini aku agak interest di bidang research and development itu, cuman untuk karir kedepannya saat ini lagi memang tertarik di situ, tapi masih mencari juga bidang-bidang lain yang kira-kira sesuai gitu sih.
Baik, soalnya food technology bisa, there's a lot of work in food technology ya bisa spesifik. Baik, oke, iya. Is there any more questions from the audience?
Actually, I do have one. Dari saya sendiri kalau
That's good.
Boleh, silakan.
Yeah, so I think from before we established that there are like loads of projects in uni, right, for food science. So ini saya mau tanya ya, apa project yang paling menarik yang Kak pernah lakukan ya di uni?
Salah satu project yang paling menarik itu tuh project kelompok sih. Jadi waktu itu kita ada satu mata kuliah yang kita kalau di kampus aku tuh kadang-kadang suka digabung dengan entrepreneurship. Jadi kayak kita disuruh bikin produk apapun sebenarnya luas, tapi karena kita sama-sama mahasiswa food tech, kita milih untuk bikin kayak produk selai. Tapi selainya itu dibuat dari bahan-bahan yang alami, terus tanpa pengawet dan kadar gulanya lebih rendah. Karena kalau selai yang ada di pasaran itu, kalau nggak salah tuh mengandung gula yang tinggi bisa sampai 55% gitu. Jadinya kita coba cari cara gimana supaya kita bisa produksi selai yang lebih sehat gitu sih. Itu tapi masih konsep. Jadi pas itu tuh belum diaplikasikan. Terus itu satu project, lalu ada project lain yang tentang sensori. Jadi sensori itu tuh kayak kita tuh menguji makanan karakteristiknya dari pakai indera manusia. Jadi sebenarnya dengan kata lain tuh kita ngicipin makanan gitu sih. Jadi memang itu ada salah satu mata kuliah juga di Foodtech namanya sensori. Nah, di situ kita bikin project bakpao tapi disubstitusi tepung buckwheat karena biasanya kan bakpao kan pakai tepung terigu dan nilai gizinya nggak terlalu tinggi. Jadi kita lagi coba cari gimana caranya supaya bakpao itu bisa lebih sehat. Nah, kita substitusi gitu sih. Terus diuji secara rasa, aroma itu bisa diterima atau enggak masyarakat gitu sih.
Baik. Iya. Terima kasih ya, Kak.
Makasih juga.
Any more last questions here? All right. I think maybe it's because we covered a lot of topics as well. We really get a great view about university life as well as the major in food technology. So once again, terima kasih lagi ya Kak Samantha atas waktunya.
Thank you teman-teman.
Thank you so much. Okay, now I believe Irene, we're gonna start on our next session. Our next part, which is the professional videos.
Yeah, so thank you again, Kat Samantha. That was a really good talk and for sharing your experience. So we've gone through the high school stage and then the university. So now we'll talk about jobs. Just as you think that the jump between high school and university is insane, there is no doubt that the biggest challenge is to find a job and to try to fit in, literally. Sometimes the things you learn in university are way different than in the working life, and sometimes it requires you to work from scratch. How do we know this? Well, we happen to have interviewed 4 guests who are currently working in the life science fields of chemical engineering, bioengineering, and even a doctor. But due to our time limitation, we will just be giving a short preview of what they have to say. And you can come back to our Instagram to watch the entire 15-minute interview about the challenges, what they do in their jobs, the reality, and it's just a compilation of many frequently asked questions regarding their work life. It will be uploaded to our Instagram very soon. So here's the video.
Apapun yang kita lakukan, sekecil apapun itu, lakukan itu dengan hati, pasti akan ada dampaknya untuk di bidang kita masing-masing, kayak gitu.
Aku ini Natalia. Saya Johanna.
Aku Melisa Novianti. Nickname-nya Faye. Kerjaan aku sekarang dokter umum ya, dokter umum di rumah sakit umum daerah.
Sebenarnya sekarang aku lagi menjalani studi S3 di Singapura. Sebelumnya itu aku bekerja sebagai research assistant di National University of Singapore.
Sekarang bekerja di startup company sih, tapi dia biotech related. Sebenarnya kita lebih ke pharmacogenomics.
Di pharmaceutical industry, namanya Thermo Fisher Scientific Company. Posisi saya adalah sebagai proses engineering, di mana dalam pekerjaan itu saya membantu klien-klien yang mempunyai brand pharmaceutical itu untuk menghasilkan produk. Dalam pharmaceutical industry itu semua medicine itu kan harus di-develop terlebih dahulu melalui clinical trial, clinical studies. Dia submit FDA approval or any of license di negara yang mereka akan jual, itu akan masuk ke komersial. Dan aku responsible untuk 10 klien yang ada di North America dan juga Asia.
Kalau yang aku kerjain pasti pekerjaan sebagai dokter umum ya, memeriksa pasien, kita obatin pasiennya. Kalau ada yang nggak tahu, kita fasilitasi dengan konsultasi spesialis baik by phone atau memfasilitasi ya setelah di ruangan kita fasilitasi untuk bertemu dokter spesialis secara langsung. intinya sih kurang lebih seperti itu. Jadi lebih ke arah pelayanan kesehatan. Kita kalau udah terima sampel dari, biasanya kan dari rumah sakit, dia kan dokternya ada refer beberapa pasien buat dites genetiknya, nanti kita lakuin di lab. Jadi nanti kita ekstraksi DNA samples mereka, terus kita running ke real time PCR. Nanti hasilnya kita dapat, oh dia mutasinya di titik mana aja. Nanti kita upload ke database supaya nanti dokternya bisa bikin report profile genetik pasien tersebut dan dokternya bisa, oke, berarti dia karena profil begini kasih obatnya ABCD aja.
Labnya itu lebih ke arah diagnosis, jadi lebih ke menerapkan apa yang sudah kita ketahui itu untuk jadi ditranslasikan ke alat-alat medis sebenarnya.
Alasan utama sebenarnya simple. Jadi ingin pakai keilmuan yang aku bisa untuk bisa kasih pelayanan yang baik untuk masyarakat, terutama dalam bidang kesehatan. Nah, sebenarnya aku tuh dari awal lulus tuh pengennya kan lebih banyak involved di lab gitu kan, pengennya punya riset sendiri, punya proyek sendiri gitu. Cuma ya karena keterbatasan ya terima job apa adanya dong. Nah, cuma karena ini sempat diinfo sama teman, kalau mau coba aja, jadinya pindah ke kantor yang sekarang yang bergerak di bidang farmakogenomik ini. Karena lebih ada labnya.
Untuk chemical engineering, teknik kimia, orang selalu mau jadi proses engineering. Itu adalah suatu target. Tapi setelah masuk, semua ilmu yang kamu dapatkan di sekolah tidak masuk ke industri yang kamu pekerjaan sekarang.
Kita contoh daerah COVID atau daerah pandemi kayak gini ya. Banyak masyarakat yang susah banget pakai masker bisa gitu. Sedangkan mungkin beberapa kayak apa kita bilang edukasi tentang penggunaan masker itu kan banyak kan ada di media sosial ya, Instagram atau misalnya di televisi. Nah, untuk orang-orang yang mungkin nggak punya Instagram, untuk orang-orang yang mungkin nggak punya televisi, di mana mereka dapetin edukasi adalah mungkin ya ketika mereka sakit, terus ada anggota keluarga yang sakit dirawat sama kita, baru di situ mereka bisa dapat edukasi tentang oh ini loh pentingnya punya masker. Mungkin itu nggak gitu dampak buat mereka karena mereka udah kena, tapi begitu mereka pulang, ketika kita sebagai tenaga kesehatan berhasil edukasi mereka bisa jadi membantu kita. Jadi kayak ibaratnya kayak MLM edukasi gitu. Mereka akan edukasi tetangga-tetangga di sekitar mereka yang nggak bisa kita jangkau pakai sosial media juga gitu. Jadi kalau dibilang dampaknya apa, mungkin aku nggak bisa terlalu bilang, tapi ya apapun yang kita lakukan, sekecil apapun itu, ketika kita lakukan itu dengan hati, pasti akan ada dampaknya untuk di bidang kita masing-masing kayak gitu. Yang pertama adalah coba pikirkan apa yang benar-benar kalian inginkan lakukan di dalam kehidupan ini.
Sebuah pekerjaan baik, apalagi kalau kamu enjoy pekerjaan itu dan senang, karena pekerjaan itu tidak cuma 9 to 5 p.m. every day, tapi kadang-kadang butuh overtime, butuh kerja lebih lama, dan setengah hari itu ada di pekerjaan kita. Kalau kita nggak enjoy, kita nggak suka, itu bikin stres.
Emang sih riset kayaknya nggak populer di Indo. Mungkin karena emang fasilitasnya juga kurang memadai ya. Cuman menurut aku riset itu penting sih. Kayak bayangin aja kalau kamu bisa jadi penemu sesuatu kan, dan penemuan kamu itu tuh dipakai gitu di dunia nyata. Jadi buat anak-anak Indo, ya aku rasa tetap open option aja sih untuk menjadi masuk ke Ristek. Ya walaupun mungkin kalau riset ya banyak gagalnya, gitu sih.
Apa yang ingin kita lakukannya dicari sasarannya untuk orang lain. Apa sih yang benar-benar ingin kamu lakukan untuk orang lain dan bukan untuk diri kita sendiri doang. apapun yang kita
Okay.
apapun yang kita
Sorry. Okay. Eva, would you like to close this webinar?
Sure. Am I audible by the way? Because like I was disconnected again before.
Yes, you are.
Okay, so that marks the end of our webinar, and thank you so much for joining us here today. We really appreciate it. We really hope that it gives you guys a better view of the different educational of the lives of people in different education levels, especially the varieties of learning experiences in the wide field of life science.
And before we all go, if you could stop by our Zoom chat, Patricia has been repeating the specific link, if you could see, but it's basically to give us feedbacks for our webinar, as well as once you finish answering that specific Google form, we will be giving you guys the certificates for joining our webinar, which will be sent to your emails soon.
And if you guys could check out our Instagram page at Life Online. And for those of you who want to widen your perspective more and gain more experience in life science, we are once again reminding that we are opening volunteering positions, and you can find those positions and job requirements in the link to our card in our Instagram bio.
Yeah, and if you guys have any more questions, feel free to DM us through our Instagram. And for that, thank you once again, all of you, for your time. And we hope this webinar will allow you to have a broader perspective and idea about the road ahead, especially in the life science industries.
All right. Yes, and that marks the end of our webinar. Thank you guys again for joining, and we hope we can stay in touch in the future. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. See y'all later.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone who's joining this webinar, and also thank you so much for Natasha, Ari, Neva, and also Patricia who held this awesome webinar. In a very short time, we cover many topics, and I think all the topics is really helpful for us, like about daily life of high school student, and also like a point of view of like different curriculum, and then also like about learning strategies, and also we have like our conversation with Kasamanta who come today and share about like food technology. Well, this webinar is very insightful, and yeah, thank you for help this webinar, and I hope everyone here is also like having a good time. And also don't forget to like click the link on the chat box that Patricia have been sending to fill the feedback on live online webinars. And also we want to like know about your feedback, so like if live online will help like another webinars or maybe like upcoming event, they can like gaining more positive feedback from you. Okay, that's marks our end of our session. Thank you so much for everyone staying here till the end, and until we meet again on our next event. Thank you.
Yes, thank you everyone.
Have a good weekend, everyone.